Okay, so today I have Albus, and Albus is actually getting ready to go to his forever home tomorrow. And Albus has a little friend that he's been playing with and keeping him company. Dobby's keeping Albus company. Yep. So, all right. So in this video, I am going to kind of go over some of the things that are in my medical supplies and what I use and what is available to me. I am not a vet. I don't pretend to be a vet. I am a person who is educated, self-educated from years of doing what I do. So definitely this is just to show the people what I have at my disposal. Always call and ask your vet. If you have any questions or anything, don't try to be doing any kind of dosing or any kind of medical stuff. Definitely ask your vet first. Sometimes I still do have questions and I do call and ask my vet. But most of this stuff is straightforward, and it's been what I've been doing for a long time. So first off, hi baby, Albus. First off, I do use for all of my dogs Simpera Patrio. All right. And this medicine, not one size fits all. It comes in different doses for different size dogs. This is what puppies usually will get. Puppies, it's usually between 5 to 8 pounds, it looks like, or 2.8 pounds to 5.5 pounds. Yeah, so very little. They do not usually give puppies the Simpera Patrio until they're 8 weeks old at least, and again around that 5-pound mark. But I do use the Simpera Patrio because I do like it. It does take care of the fleas and ticks and heartworm, roundworm, hookworms. Not everything, but it is sure close to taking care of it. I know that there's a lot of people out there who do use this medicine, and they, unfortunately, my condolences, and be careful using anything. I don't ever say to use what I use. I just share with you what I use. But I do know that some dogs do have reactions to medicine, and that's with any and all kinds of medicine. They take chances. To keep my dogs from actually having reactions, or what I try to do is I actually, because the pills usually are pretty big pills, so I take a pill splitter and I actually will split the pill in two. And when I do that, I will give half of the pill one day. I will not let my dogs run around after they're dosed. I will let them stay in their kennels, nice and calm, let the medicine dissolve, let their blood absorb it, and then the next day I will dose them with the other half of the pill. And again, I do not let them go outside, do any hard or heavy exercising, because I do not want that medicine to just be pulsing around in their blood system and that. So I actually split the dose between 2 days back to back. I haven't had any problems with that, and I do believe that's a little bit safer than giving them the one full dose, and that's just my preference. In the middle of winter, where there is absolutely no mosquitoes or anything like that, I do keep them off of the medicine for the 2 to 3 months when we do have the really cold weather, to give their system a break from the medicine. And then once it starts warming up again, they're right back on it. So that's what I use. I use the Simpera Patrio, and it is by prescription only. You do have to have a heartworm test. Make sure the heartworm test is clear before you are on this medicine. Please do your research on it. Please make sure that you make your own decision on what you feel is comfortable for your dog. what else do I use? I use different dewormers. We have parental, and then we have Safeguard. All right, these are two different wormers. They do two different things. Safeguard is usually good for Giardia, but they all both are really good on taking care of worms. You just need to make sure that you're dosing properly. With worming, the puppies that I have are wormed, not just when they go to the vet, but they're also wormed when I have a worming schedule at home for them. But these are the two things that I use, Safeguard and Parental. Parental is by, at least this Parental, I mean, you can get it on Amazon as well as Safeguard. But I do get mine from my vet by prescription. Also, if you want, there is a supplement here, a probiotic supplement. I do use this when I need it. If I need a supplement, that is something really, really good to use. Testing. So as you see in front of me, I have a lot of testing. I don't wait to go to the vet to test my dogs, either by feces or blood or plasma or whatever. There are different kinds of tests that you can do here, and I'm going to go over the tests that I have, so that way if I see something that's wrong with my dogs, I can kind of test and make sure that I don't have it, or if I do have it, I know what I have when I go to my vet, so that way I don't infect the whole lobby or anything like that. So we have heartworm. Heartworm is a blood test. We have parvo virus. This is a big one. Parvo is a extremely harsh, deadly disease. There's no playing around with that. So I always have parvo. If by one chance somebody calls me and says, hey, you gave my dog parvo, I got a parvo dog from you, I do my parvo testing. And if I have other puppies, parvo is very contagious. If any parvo came from my program, I would have puppies that would be sick and be having parvo. Let's see what else we have. Giardia. Giardia is a big one. Giardia, I do believe, is not a worm. I do believe it's a bacteria. I need to double check that. Like I said, I don't know my technical terms, but Giardia, definitely, if you get it, it's kind of hard to get rid of. I mean, if you can ever get rid of it. Canine distemper. Crypto, it's Cryptosporidium. So I have those testing. I also do have rabies test. I don't really use those a lot, but I do have them. I have lepto test, and this is just kind of with pregnancy. I have brucella testing before I do any kind of breeding, and then I have the canine pregnancy test. So I do have lots of testing at my disposal. These are really, really good, accurate tests that I use. And even though I test and do stuff at home, if I ever get a positive or a questionable result, I will go to my vet and have my vet test. My vets don't have the canine pregnancy testing stuff and that. Sometimes they have to send you to a lab to get other testing done. So that's why I like the convenience of having these at home, so I can go outside and get a sample. Or if I need to get a blood sample, I can get a blood sample and spin it down if I need to use plasma. But I actually do keep myself well educated and well informed on what I do with the puppies, any kind of medicines I need to give them. I don't just dose and not know what I'm doing. I do have my dosing charts. I do double check with what the vet's doing, what the vet recommends. Even though sometimes me and my vet will butt heads, because I know my dogs, I know what my needs are. Sometimes vets are definitely busy, and you know, you kind of don't get that personal one-on-one, where I do love my vets. I love my vet office, and they deal with me a lot because I do have all my dogs, and then we have the puppies. So, all right, well, and this isn't even all of what I have in my stock. This is just something to go over to kind of show everybody. I do have other videos from before in the past where I actually have gone out and got samples in the yard, and I've actually done Giardia testing. I do believe I've done my pregnancy testing videos on blood samples and spinning down to do a pregnancy test. But all right, so with that, Albus has been sitting here being really, really good. Yes, he has. And that is about all. So if you yourself have any experience with at-home testing, if you use some Trio, you know, leave a comment. I know there's a lot of people out there who have bad comments and have had bad experiences with it. And again, I apologize that any of that has happened. Again, this is the video that I'm doing with what I feel comfortable with and what I use after making choices with my dogs. So again, some Trio and you know, my dewormers, probiotic testing. And again, please leave a thumbs up, like, subscribe. If you have a comment, please make sure it's positive and constructive. If you have had some kind of bad experience, you know, that's something that unfortunately I'm probably going to hear, especially about the Trio. But you know, not everybody does have bad experiences. You just need to make sure you're doing what you think is best for your dogs. And unfortunately, sometimes, yes, dogs will have reactions to medicine. But with that, I will go ahead and end this video, and Albus is gonna say bye-bye because he gets to go home tomorrow, and we will see you in the next video. Bye.